Hey everyone, and welcome to another episode of Ace Attorney Investigations 2. We have, we just ran into Sebastian, who's off doing his own little thing right now, so we're off doing our thing, trying to figure out where John Marsh is, still. And hopefully get that pretty soon, because we don't have a whole lot of time left, last I checked. Did I talk to Kabu yet? I forget.
Yeah, what's up? Secretly bugging my badge like that. I'm sure the true culprit must be a skilled great thief.
I don't think simply placing a bug would warrant someone being called a great thief.
What are you saying? One who wishes to become the great thief must not neglect information gathering. Even so, to be able to plant a bug without even anyone noticing. How dare they act more great thief-like than me?
I feel like you're getting upset for all the wrong reasons.
We haven't seen any sign of John at all. Where on earth could he have gone?
At any rate, we have no choice but to continue investigating. Let's search this area again.
Alright! Let's scour the area for any signs of John.
I believe we were in the middle of talking, or about to talk to Nicole, so let's go. Oh, Wills is still with us.
All my hard works have helped move the case forward. I reckon it's all in good day's work. I'm not sure about that. We've been chasing after an entirely different person.
Indeed, it seems she did not properly examine the photo earlier.
What now? Was my vision really all that bad?
No, some of the blame also falls on us for relying on a dubious information source. Oh! It's time for us to regroup and start over.
Could you hold on a sec? If you think I'm staying quiet after being called dubious source, you got another thing coming. Fine then. Guess I'll just have to tell you about the scoop I've been saving.
You've been saving? A scoop? What's the scoop? Although I'm not expecting much, let's hear it. What is the scoop of yours? Ah, phone.
It's Mozilla! I have decisive evidence that the mighty Mozilla exists.
Okay, let's go, Kay.
Hold up! I'm being serious! Y'all might not believe it, but it's true!
Oh god, we don't have much time, but I guess there's no other way. Would this decisive evidence of yours be something you recorded on that tape recorder?
That's Mr. Entry for you! You're good at figuring things out, aren't ya? It's the sound of Mozilla spewing out fire! This place nearly became a sea of flames!
If you say so.
Don't make that face! If you think I'm lying, then have a listen for yourself! Ready? Here comes the flames! Ah! How was that? It's hard to tell over your shouting, but if you say so, I guess they could be flames.
Miss Swift, did you truly witness this so-called flames?
Well, to tell you the truth, I didn't really see it with my own eyes. On account of, I wasn't actually there at the time.
What? If Mozilla had appeared, wouldn't you have noticed no matter where you were?
Well, I was a ways off and was using a slightly unusual recording method, so...
Could you explain to me this recording method in more detail? Something illegal.
I guess I just dug my own grave.
Yeah, probably.
Truth is, I was aiming for a scoop, so I did me some wireless wiretapping.
Yep, that's illegal.
Wait a minute. Wireless tapping? If there's no wires, how'd you tap them?
Kay, please don't concern yourself with the semantics. She was simply intercepting wireless communications and listening in without permission.
I've been spending the last few days scoping out the Grand Tower with my mentor.
So you were investigating the black market auctions. In that case, you naturally would have tapped the immediate area surrounding the Grand Tower.
You betcha! But right then and there, I heard this ear-shattering roar. Finally, Mozilla appears! My heart is pounding! I feel him drawing near! So, everything except the sound is just her own personal impressions, right?
In the end, it seems that you didn't actually see anything.
Well, I reckon writing's more my thing. Anyways, as I continue tuning into the situation, little Miss K over there almost shattered my eardrums. Eavesdropping is for cowards. Why don't you come out here and fight us fair and square?
Ah, she was picking up on that. What was that just now? I see, Miss Swift. While you were eavesdropping, you were surprised by Kay's voice and fell over. In other words, you did not hear her voice directly. You heard it via the radio waves emitted by the bug, did you not?
What? Then, does that mean the one who planted the bug on me was... I was just eavesdropping. I never stooped to bug nobody.
Miss Swift, do you mind if we borrow that tape for a while?
Oh, just do what you please already.
Intercept the bug and recorded a really funky sound.
Mr. Edgeworth!
I have no idea who's saying. I know it's one of you two, but... Mr. Keys, Miss Barry.
Did you find him?
Not yet! Just where could John be?
John?
No, it's nothing. Don't worry about it.
They don't know anything about the kidnapping. Regarding Sebastian, we found him not too long ago.
Really? That's great! Thank you so much! Now I won't be arrested again.
Are you sure about that, Simon? Alright, let's head over there and actually talk to Simon.
As expected of Mr. Edgeworth, how did you find him?
Naturally, it was all thanks to his powers of logic and reasoning.
Actually, it was just a coincidence. Let's present the Yatagarasu badge. I don't think I ever actually presented the last time I talked to him.
Huh? Didn't you also have a badge when we last met?
Yes, however, due to certain circumstances, I don't have my prosecutor's badge with me now. So that's why... Mr. Keys, are you listening to me?
Eek! No way! Don't eat me! I taste terrible!
What?
The sheer terror brought on by Mr. Edgeworth's icy glare seems to have Simon totally petrified, like a frog caught in the gaze of a hungry snake.
I don't recall doing any glaring at all. Well, you're Edgeworth, you're always on glaring. That's your default. Search for Sebastian.
I guess we weren't any help at all, were we?
Don't be silly, of course you helped! Really, thanks a lot! Where were you guys searching, Simon?
It was a bit far off, but we searched around the Sunshine Coliseum.
Well, that was weird. The Sunshine Coliseum, so they were at the shore. Or by the shore.
There were a lot of people at the event there, so I thought he might have gone as well.
Why does this look familiar? I feel like we've seen this in another game.
An event? Sounds like fun! Is it a festival? I want to go too!
It was a lot of fun. There were food stands, fireworks, and much more.
Simon got worn out by all the people in the crowd pretty quickly, though.
You didn't have to tell them that.
It's settled! Once we wrap up this case, let's all go there!
That's been added to logic. Okay, interesting.
At any rate, I'm glad you were able to find him so quickly.
Why is that?
The truth is, our circus show is about to start soon. So, I don't think we would have been able to help out with the search much longer.
Sorry to burden you with this when you also needed to prepare for your performance.
No, it's okay. Please don't worry about it. After all, I also didn't want to get arrested again. I'm so relieved you were able to find him, Mr. Edgeworth.
Yeah, but the warden still hasn't been declared guilty yet.
What? So you're saying there's still a chance I might be arrested? No way!
Kay, please don't tease him. Anything else I need to do with him? Probably not. See if I can talk to Regina. I can.
Even though Regina also searched for her friends, we were beaten to the punch.
By friends, does she mean her animals? Let's present my badge!
What's this? It kind of looks like a bird. It's a three-legged crow known as the Yatagarasu. It takes flight even in the depths of night. Yay, I knew it was a crow. Then it'll become good friends with Regina, right? We could do a show where I grab onto its legs and we'll fly through the air. Isn't it great that Yatagarasu has 3 legs, Mr. Edgeworth? That way, it could carry me and Regina and even you as well, Mr. Edgeworth.
No, I'll pass. What you're suggesting is impossible to begin with. That poor crow!
Aw, fine then. Regina, what if the 2 of us grabbed onto the Yatagarasu? And we'll chase Mr. Edgeworth around while he's stuck on the ground! Yay! That would be a fabulous show!
Oh lord, what you're suggesting is impossible to begin with. Please stop this nonsense. Ha ha! If I recall correctly, wasn't the very big circus supposed to have a performance today?
Yep, that's right. We've all been practicing a lot for this upcoming performance.
Will Simon also be performing?
Of course! He's been practicing really hard, even though he keeps saying, no way, no way. He even wrote in a balloon and did lots of advertising for us. So, Mr. Edgeworth, you should also come by and see Simon's heroics.
Very well. That is if we're able to successfully solve this case. It sounds like you were saying you used animals in your search.
Yep, I thought we would be able to find him if I used Regen and Astique, but Simon said no way, no way, no way, and stopped me. No fun.
If Simon had been there, there would probably be a mass panic right about now.
Simon, why did you stop her? It would have made the city more fun, like the circus.
Oh my god, Kay.
Mr. Edgeworth, please forgive me.
Why is he apologizing to me? I haven't said anything. Alright, let's put together some logic. What logic, though? Let's connect those two. They said fireworks, and there was an explosion, so... Mr. Keys, didn't you say there were fireworks at the Coliseum earlier?
Huh? What about them?
Were those fireworks set off during the day?
Yeah! Even just while we were there, a bunch of them were set off.
What is it, Mr. Edgeworth?
That explosion sound we heard at the end of the kidnapper's phone call could very well have been the fireworks. Don't think you can get away with this. Then come and get me. I'll be looking forward to it. That is, if you can bring me to justice. But I highly doubt that. That weird boom! For the sound to have been picked up by the phone, it must have been fairly loud.
So that means the culprit was near the Coliseum!
Interesting.
Even so, I bet the fireworks could be heard in lots of places around the Coliseum.
Indeed, it would be impossible for us to search the entire area by ourselves. If only we could have the police lend us a hand. Is that a hint for something? Is that... Gumshoe? Gumshoe. Gummy. Gummy.
Gummy, why are you running away?
Aww! Detective Gumshoe. When Mr. Edgeworth gave up his prosecutor's badge, I just didn't know what to do. Detective Gumshoe, don't follow me. And then, I began to think, if Mr. Edgeworth isn't a prosecutor anymore, does that mean I'm no longer a detective? Gummy, You're not locked to one prosecutor. But that's not true. Even without Mr. Edgeworth, I'm still a detective, and investigating is my job. Detectives don't investigate just for the sake of prosecutors, pal. That's why, even if I'm on my own, I won't stop investigating.
So, you've been investigating by yourself?
Then perhaps at that time. You should thank your former subordinate. He gave me some valuable information which may save Kay for a day. Detective Gumshoe did. So, Jill Crane's autopsy report. I went to the detention center to see how Kay was doing. That's when I heard. When you get to where I am, you can just create your own truths anytime you want. Kay for a day is the culprit. That was a truth that I simply manufactured out of thin air. Good, very good. That face, that expression. You heard that conversation. That's right, and that's why I looked all over the evidence again myself, sir.
Gummy, that's amazing! So it was you who saved me!
Okay, I'm really glad you got your memories back.
Thank you.
Do you get it now? I can investigate on my own.
Gummy, don't run away! You've already proven that you can investigate on your own. After all, you saved me.
Yeah, come back, Gummy. Detective, I need your help. Currently, I'm not a prosecutor, nor am I much of anything else. Even so, I will pursue this case. I asked you not as a prosecutor, but as a friend. A friend? Detective Gumshoe, will you help us?
You just called Gummy a friend? Oh!
He just bowed his head. Oh, please cut it out, sir.
Gummy!
Okay, I get it. I get it, pal. I can't bear to see Mr. Edgeworth bowing his head at me like this.
Gummy!
Thank you, Detective. What do you want me to do, sir? Well, first, I'm gonna present my badge. That's Kay's badge, right? It's just as cool as a prosecutor's badge, isn't it, sir? But Mr. Edgeworth's badge was... ugh.
It's fine, don't cry, Gummy. Even if Mr. Edgeworth quits being a prosecutor, I'm sure someone else will lower your salary for you during your salary assessments.
Oh, dear Lord. Someone else will lower my... oh. Is he crying about his pay being cut, or that it will be someone else cutting it? Maybe both. Detective Gumshoe, please tell me what you've learned, what you've found in your investigation so far. Roger! Leave it to me, sir! I have 3 things to report. First up is about Kay's clothes that were sent to the crime lab. Traces of an extremely powerful sleeping drug called Sleepy Z's were found on them. Sleepy Z's. So that means after Kay was drugged at Gourd Lake, she was brought to the roof of the Grand Tower. That's right, sir! Now, for item number 2. The footage from the security camera at the Grand Tower's elevator. The footage that captured President Huang and Judge Courtney going up to the roof. The elevator is generally the only way to get to the rooftop, and if the elevator was used, the person who used it would have been caught on camera. Exactly! In other words, if you look over the footage from a couple days ago, you should be able to see an unconscious Kay being carried up to the roof.
Then, Gummy, does that mean you...
I checked all the footage from before the incident 2 days ago and fast forward. I see. And the results? Well, actually, nothing came up, sir. Kay never showed up on the tape at all. So did they not use the elevator, or was the camera tampered with? That was unexpected. I guess it won't be so easy. How was Kay brought up to the roof of the tower? I should take a moment to carefully consider the possibilities. Well then, let's hear your third and final report. Yes, sir! Last but not least, the most important thing to report. I'm so happy to be able to investigate with you again, Mr. Edgeworth! I'm gonna give it my all to arrest the culprit. That is all, sir. I apologize for putting you through so much, Detective Gumshoe. However, that was your most important report. It had nothing to do with the case at all. I would have preferred something that's actually useful. That's merciless attitude. That's Mr. Edgeworth. I know, sir. That's the Mr. Edgeworth I know, sir. Yeah. The kidnapping. A young boy has been kidnapped. I want you to help us search for him. A kidnapping, sir? The victim is a boy by the name of John Marsh. Oh, that kid with the horns! Yes, do you know about him? I saw that boy myself, sir! Was that this morning? That's right! He came out of that trail over there, and then he walked towards the garbage pickup area.
The garbage pickup area?
What? Why there? It's right over there, pal! That's where all the trash for the Grand Tower's offices is collected. I don't know what happened after that, since I left the place around then. It seems we must investigate the garbage pickup area. That's an interesting spot to be at, but alright, let's look at it.
Yummy said John headed towards the garbage pickup area.
Indeed, there might be some traces of him left behind. I won't rest until I've inspected every suspicious-looking nook and cranny. Is that a milk carton? That is a milk carton. That's definitely... I think John must have been here then. This milk carton is...
It's the one John was drinking out of!
There's no mistake. Something must have happened to John here. The garbage pickup time is at 11 a.m., so that's why there's no trash. When I looked here earlier, the place was overflowing with garbage, sir!
Looks like today is the day when bulk waste is collected during the garbage pickup.
There really were a lot of bulky items placed here, pal.
The garbage truck's compactor can crush any kind of garbage to dust.
No, it seems in the case of bulk waste, it is transported as is without being crushed.
Huh.
What do you know about how bulk waste is disposed of, Mr. Edgeworth?
Maybe Mr. Shields in order to accomplish his Mr. Edgeworth acquisition plans.
Oh, I'm reading this wrong, didn't I? Okay.
Send him something like a moving process instructional brochure.
There are times when you're so sharp it's scary, although they are few and far between. Combined with Detective Gumshoe's testimony, the chances are high that John was attacked at the garbage pickup area.
If it was here, there wouldn't be many witnesses. But why would John have come to a place like this?
It would be natural to think that he came here to throw something away.
We have no way of knowing since the garbage truck has already collected everything.
That's not good. Let's put some logic together then for a second. There was a car, wasn't there? Yeah, that truck. Okay, so that one and the pickup area. The only vehicle that came through the plaza this morning were the taxi and a blue truck.
And Mr. DeBest was kidnapped in that taxi!
Yes, meanwhile, John was attacked in the garbage pickup area. And the garbage was collected from there at 11 a.m. Oh, I got it, sir! The blue truck was actually... That's right. The blue truck that came through the plaza was a garbage truck. However, be that as it may, the officer who gave us this information made no mention that the blue truck was a garbage truck.
Talk about careless! How could someone mistake a garbage truck for a normal truck?
That's not it, Kay. Today was the day for the collection of bulk waste. I suspect it was a standard truck without a trash compactor that came by to collect the trash. John was taken away by this garbage truck. And where do garbage trucks go? To the dump, of course!
Hold up! The culprit was disguised as a garbage collector, right? Then the truck was probably fake too! How do we know they really went to the dump?
No, the garbage truck should have been real.
Hey? Why's that?
That will be made clear if you simply take a look at the garbage pickup area. This shows that the garbage truck John was kidnapped in was real. Well, you're already on top of it, so. The garbage pickup area is locked.
Only a real garbage collector could have unlocked it to collect the trash.
Precisely. We should assume that a genuine garbage truck was used. For example, the kidnapper could have put John into a large cardboard box, if the box was mixed in with the rest of the bulk waste.
The garbage collector would have carried John away without even knowing it.
Exactly. The culprit would then lie in wait at the garbage dump. And if they said, "I threw it away by mistake," the box would be returned to them.
Any garbage dumps nearby? Let's see. There's 2 of them.
So which garbage dump was he taken to? Could there be a hint in any of the information I hold? It might be the one closest to the Coliseum if we're going by the loud noise that we heard. So, let's pick this and see what happens. Based on the explosion we heard from the kidnapper's phone, we know that John is being confined someplace in the vicinity of the Coliseum.
One of the garbage dump is right next to the Coliseum.
Dawn and Dusk, goodness. Twilight Station? Rising Sun Park. Sorry, I was just taking a moment to read some of the labels. John was most certainly taken there. In which case, the place he is being confined to must also be somewhere close by. Detective Gumshoe. Yes, sir! Could I ask you to search the area around this garbage dump? You don't have to ask me like we're strangers, sir. It feels so distant. Please, just order me around like you normally do. Are you sure, Detective? Right now, I'm not a prosecutor. Didn't I tell you, sir? Detectives don't just investigate for the sake of prosecutors. You have my thanks, Detective. Investigation complete.
Mr. Edgeworth, look! It's almost time!
Yes, it would be best if we hurry. They should also be at their limit. Detective Gumshoe, I'm counting on you. Leave it to me, sir! This may be an unofficial investigation, but I'll call in all my pals from the station to help.
I'll help too! Stealing John back is my job, after all.
I will be returning to the courtroom. I might be able to draw out some more time.
Okay! Well then, even in the depths of night...
The clock just struck 2. We have to hurry. Yes, sir!
My introduction! When another bird dares to take flight!
Okay, please, this is an emergency. Lord. Well, if it isn't former prosecutor Edgeworth. Blaze the best. Witness, face forward, we're not done talking yet. Like I said, you see, why exactly would I have needed to help that person out, Your Honor? You know, it's a crying shame, having a beautiful woman declared guilty. Honestly, it brings tears to my eyes. Crocodile tears. But you see, there's no reason for me to go out of my way to hide evidence just to save her.
However, we still have the testimony of your son, Prosecutor the Best. He testified that he handed the evidence over to you.
Well, I haven't the slightest clue what he was talking about. I simply can't imagine why Sebastian would have said something like that, you know. Taking the prosecutor's seat. What if there is evidence that shows your connection with Warden Roland? And just what do you think you're doing, former Prosecutor Edgeworth? I was under the impression that you were no longer in any position to stand in court.
Miles Edgeworth, how dare you barge into my prosecutor's bench!
Hey, he can help! Francesca, I'm sorry. I need you to lend me the bench for a little while.
What are you saying?
Judge Courtney, I've brought vital evidence related to this case. Your Honor, please allow me to testify.
She'd never allow it.
Objection.
Courtney Pie, Uncle Ray also asked that he be allowed to testify. There are no objections from the prosecution either, right?
Understood. The prosecution also has no objections.
Objection.
There's no way you can allow something like this, you know? Such high-handed methods. Surely aren't enough to warrant being held in contempt of court. Wouldn't you say, Courtney?
Oh god. Ugh. As long as John is still in danger. Judge Courtney cannot rule against the warden. I must convey to her somehow that the search for her son is progressing. We're gonna find out how he's gonna do that in the next video, because we are now